You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, when I say the two words Cheryl Reeve, you may be like, who? Well, I can understand why you might say that about a WNBA coach, but her claim to fame thus far, whether anybody likes it or not, is her hate she is thrown in the direction of one Caitlin Clark. Keep in mind that Cheryl Reeve is the head coach of Team USA going into this. Of course, Caitlin Clark absurdly left off the team. And Cheryl Reeve also was the coach who coaches the Minnesota Lynx, who fired off these hateful tweets, these spiteful tweets before the start of the WNBA season. Of course, Caitlin Clark's first debut game was televised, right? As part of WNBA League Pass. Well, Cheryl Reeve was pissed about that, right? And she fired off this tweet, a tweet that would live in infamy back on May 3rd. Also in action tonight, the @Minnesota Lynx against Chicago Sky. Nobody cared. Though fans won't be able to watch, Lynx fans can go to the Lynx app to follow along via play-by-play. Or if you're in this market, come to the game as we start the season off right. And this is where you could tell she was pissed about the Caitlin Clark effect. Hashtag 12 teams, hashtag the W is more than one player. No, it's not. I mean, come on. I mean, just stop it. Well, as you guys know, Caitlin Clark didn't make Team USA, right? And a lot of people, including myself, questioned these tweets and wanted an explanation. Look, you have said some things that is obviously shade towards Caitlin Clark over time, and now you've left her off of Team USA, right? Well, the backlash was so bad she actually made her X account, the artist formerly known as Twitter, she made her account private because she was getting a lot of backlash. Look, you made these tweets. You obviously have an issue with Caitlin Clark. So how about an explanation? Team USA said she's not going to give an explanation because obviously Cheryl Reeve is a coward. And now Cheryl Reeve is obviously pissed because her team's not in the spotlight enough. Well, she's demanding that people care about this WNBA Commissioner's Cup win. Nobody cares about that. Nobody. I mean, come on. Seriously. So she went on an absurd rant, and I got to tell you, she's getting some pushback on this today because, as I've said before, as I said in the last video I think I made literally an hour ago, people are going to consume whoever or whatever they want. It's their time and their money, and nobody gives a rip about most of the things going on in this league outside of watching number 22 for the Indiana Fever and pulling for that squad. That's it. All right? And obviously Cheryl Reeve is still upset by that. So listen to this, folks.
You got to talk about us now. You got no choice.
There you go. What does this mean?
Are you a believer now, man?
Hey, you're number one.
All right. Yeah.
Just what is it?
How many weeks did it take us? I know it's not that you don't believe in Fee. It's got to be the coaching. You doubt it every year. What do we have to do before you guys really start to believe in us? And we don't really care what you think, except for right now, right, where we get to say to you, you got to talk about us. Now you got to say, okay, we just beat a super team. You know how hard that is to do? Because you guys love your super teams, man. You love your super teams. That's all you want to talk about, your super teams, right? But we just beat a super team. Let's talk about it. We have a level of toughness. I know that when we show up, people aren't afraid of us. But our level of toughness, I'll put it up against anybody. Everybody had their moments. Courtney Williams, I thought, was terrific in being a playmaker. Obviously, we know Fee was MVP, MVP. BC's she throws daggers. She was throwing daggers tonight. And so Diana Taurasi refers to her as that effing Italian. Years ago when Dee was playing overseas, and didn't have the heart to tell her at that time that we had signed her, that she was coming over, and that effing Italian was really good tonight.
Yes.
Man, we got to go win a game at noon on Thursday against Dallas, and we better be ready.
Yeah.
These guys want me to lay off them for a little while. As we said, flushes, right?
Yeah.
Flushing means run a player off the three-point line.
Yeah.
These guys are like, what's a flush? Yeah.
Yeah. She's huge for us.
She's a great flusher.
All right, Nafisa, Bridget, Cheryl, thank you. To our
Thank
media,
you.
Thank you. That wraps the.
So the question I've got is it a prereq for everybody in this league, so many people to just be unlikable? Is that part of getting these jobs? I mean, listen to this. You got to talk about us now. You got no choice. When you act like a complete D-bag, yeah, probably going to talk about you. Not going to talk about your team. Don't give a rip that you won the Commissioner's Cup. Don't care. You guys love your super team. We just beat a super team. Let's talk about it. I mean, she is literally upset. I mean, again, look at this headline. Blast the media after the W. And guys, I don't like the media, but this is not about the media. This is about Caitlin Clark. Seriously, that's exactly what this is about. And look, fans nailed her on this. They did. The what, the who, the huh? Seriously. When you demand to be talked about, something's wrong. What is wrong with this coach? And she wants to run her mouth, but she won't take responsibility for Caitlin Clark not making the Team USA roster and talk about the very things that she said that were obviously shading Caitlin Clark. Keep in mind, Cheryl Reeve is a part of the LGBTQ LMNOP community. All right? We've talked about how much hate is Caitlin Clark getting because she's not part of her she's white and she's straight. She's not a member of the activist basketball league. She's playing in it, but she's not one of them. I mean, seriously. Narrated, but no one wanted to talk about Reeve or her team. No one cared what they won, and everybody remembered her comments about Clark and the Fever. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Now I understand why this league was so difficult to watch. Not many likable characters. The way Reeve started that presser, what the fuck? People follow you when you are liked. Personality matters. I mean, it's hilarious. What is absolutely wrong with this league? It's bizarre. These people, it's nuts. It's nuts. Yeah, okay, sure. Nobody cares that you won that. You can't bully your way to likability. You have to actually be likable. Seriously. Does anyone actually know what the Commissioner Cup means? Why is she crying? ? It's nuts. Let us know when you win a WNBA title. Seriously, I think the Lynx have incredible players, but man, I can't stand Cheryl. You can't argue it's because of the CC stuff at the outset of the season. But there's some part of me that would love to see her get completely outcoached and spanked in the playoffs. Nobody has to talk about anybody they don't want to. You freaking Fruit Loop. Seriously. I mean, there is something wrong with a section of this league. Their coaches and the players. Yeah, it's wild. I mean, let's be honest. That is Cheryl Reeve saying, I'm pissed because Caitlin Clark has got all this attention and has sucked the air out of the room. And look at us. Look at me. Me. Look at our team. Nobody cares. I mean, I don't know how to say it. Nobody cares. However, we still would like an explanation for why Caitlin Clark is not on Team USA and for your shady social media posts about Caitlin Clark and those odd swipes at her and her popularity. We would like to know about that. Don't give a rip that your team won this, whatever it is. Fake midseason championship. Wow. This league is wild. I mean, this league is like unhinged. Seriously. It's like there's a demand for people to pay attention to a league that nobody cared about. I mean, my God, can't y'all just be happy that your league is actually getting attention for whatever reason, and who gives a rip who the player is? Or y'all can go back to riding the bus. Whatever you want to do. It's ridiculous. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.